What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cat back with another skill test for you guys. Today we will be testing out Soul Punisher against Spirit Sword. Now, before I get into that and before I get into why I have this QQ Bang up on the screen, huge shout out to Ventus SGN, man. One of the realest people I know, always has my back on everything, keeps me up to date on news that I don't even know about at times. So huge shout out to Ventus, man. He mentions me in his videos as being like one of the people that he refers to as one of the better players on Xenoverse, which I don't even say about myself, but huge shout out to him. Again, one of the realest people I know. So if you haven't checked out his channel or you don't know who he is, channel link will be down below in the description. Be sure to check him out. Be sure to subscribe to him, guys. He reacts with his fans just like I do. He's always willing to reply to you guys and get you guys involved like I am. So definitely go check him out. And if you subscribe to him, let him know where you came from. Now, the reason I have this QQ Bang on is because Spirit Sword is a strike skill while Soul Punisher is a key skill. My character has 125 key super and 0 strike supers. So to balance it out, I basically put on this QQ Bang. I know it's not completely balanced still, not completely even. My Ki Blast super will have a little bit more of an effect, but this makes it a little bit more balanced between strike and key super, so that's why I did it. But now let's get into the test between Spirit Sword and Soul Punisher. Alright, now let's test out these moves for power. First, we're going to test Spirit Sword. And as you're about to see, Spirit Sword has a difficult time landing its second swipe. As you see, the move turns around twice, but it only landed once. It did the 4,700 damage. I tried it out a couple more times here before I went into Soul Punisher, and it still didn't land that second swipe like it's supposed to. So to me, that's one negative to Spirit Sword right there. Another negative to Spirit Sword is after you catch him and your dude cocks back like that, your opponent can snap vanish whether they have stamina or not out of the move at that point. They can begin to snap vanish to the side. Now, Soul Punisher. Soul Punisher is a move you're going to have to be as close as possible. The closer the better, because when you're far, it won't do as much damage. As you saw, 2137 damage the first time, and then 8,122 one up close. Now, mid-range again, it did 4,274 damage that time. So again, Soul Punisher is a move that you want to be as close as possible with to be able to land it. It's the only way you're gonna land it. Now here I tried Spirit Sword one more time and it finally got that second hit of damage, doing 6,743 damage. And again, your opponent can snap vanish out of Spirit Sword when you cock back, whether or not you stamina break them. As right here, you know, if you stamina break your opponent at this point right there, that point right there where you cock the sword back, your opponent can begin to snap vanish and they can get away from it. Now, Soul Punisher on the other hand is it's very hard to land, period, because of the simple fact of its short range and how long it takes. So the only way you're going to be able to do it is you have to regular stamina break and then go into a heavy stamina break. Or if you have the move Sledgehammer equipped, you can normal stamina break and then use Sledgehammer to its full potential, because then it basically becomes a heavy stamina break. But that is the only way that I see Soul Punisher being possible to be landed, because if you do a regular stamina break, your opponent can start snap vanishing in time before you launch that move. It is so slow and it has such short range that you have to make sure you heavy stamina break them right after a light break, or just do a regular heavy break in general. But the easiest way for me to do to land a heavy stamina break is just doing it right after a regular. Like, you do a light, then you go straight into a heavy. It's very simple. You know, you don't have to do these extra combos or things like that so you're able to land a heavy. You could just do it straight after a light, which is something a lot of people don't know. But again, also you can use Sledgehammer to its max potential, just fully charged Sledgehammer, and it basically becomes a heavy stamina break. And that is the only way you're gonna land this move. Besides that, if you land it, it's lucky. And then Spirit Sword, again, it is a move that your opponent can snap vanish out of whether they are stamina broken or not. So honestly, I don't recommend either of these moves. Spirit Sword takes 400 key while Soul Punisher takes 500 key. And neither of them are very landable in this game. Spirit Sword is broken in the sense that you could begin to snap vanish right when, like I said, when you cock back with the sword, your opponent can then begin to snap vanish out of the move, whether they are stamina broken or not. And then Soul Punisher, the only way you have a slim chance of landing it is by landing that heavy stamina break right after the regular stamina break, or just doing a heavy stamina break combo. So again, to me, I don't recommend either of these moves, guys, when it comes to online. Now, if you're playing offline and you're playing things like PvE, things of that nature, yeah, these are some fun moves that you can use. But still, there are a lot better moves that you can use in the game. As far as strike skills go, like I mean, Spirit Sword isn't a guarantee for that second land and damage, and then Soul Punisher, you have to be point blank range to use it. And then to me, there's a lot cooler moves that you can use for PvE, like I said again. So PvP, these moves will not land, and PvE, to me, there's a lot cooler moves that you can use that don't work online as well, you know, that are only really used for PvE. So these moves to me are kind of, they've made them shit. Like, they should be a lot better than what they are. They're the moves of the ultimate fusion of Vegito and Gogeta. These moves should be a lot better in my opinion, but it is what it is. Let me know what you think on these moves, if you think they're good at all, but to me I don't, because Spirit Sword, again, you can snap vanish out of, and then Soul Punisher is very hard to land even with a heavy stamina break. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Continue to leave your suggestions down below on the skill test, and I'll get to that as soon as I can. But again, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day as always. Peace, y'all.